Okay, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the delay, but I'm back at the casting seat. And honest to God, next time for a long cast like this one, I should just get some holy necks or something for my throat, because it is quite taxing. But anyway, right now we have the first game between Team Squall versus Team Creative Name 11. As we're gonna see, Mr. Sladow-Noob together with Tagada face off against UD and SpikeyNoob. For the top team, we have Tagada playing actually... Oh no, Oh no, is he stalling? Yeah, he was stalling a little bit. He was stalling the energy, oh boy. A rookie mistake from our champion. But it happens to everyone. Anyway, Tagada in deep blue playing Aeon. Meanwhile, Mr. Sladow-Noob gonna be playing the fabled UEF commander in a bloody red. On the opposing side, we're gonna have Mr. UD, also known as Haachamachama. Yet again, playing UEF in a beautiful manly pink. His teammate SpikeyNoob, yet again, opting for the turtle green color, but this time playing the cheeky Seraphim. So we will see how will this game go. Even more so as while I wasn't here, but you could have still seen it on the minimap, Mr. UD actually went for a really good double factory build order, and you can already see him sucking up all of the mass from the nearby trees and nearby reclaim fields. So yeah, he's going all in, but it seems like Mr. Sladow-Noob is not having any of it. You can see the first bomb being dropped as the T1 engineer is gonna go and die. One more run as they're gonna go and kill off even one more engineer. Right now he's trying to go for even more bombing runs. The bombs are not gonna get dropped, as Mr. Yuri is actually doing a really good job microing his own engineers, making it so. Okay, the bombs are getting dropped. It seems like the third engineer is gonna go and eat the napalm. The napalm have been delivered even more. 2 engineers are dead. The Hydro is not done. It was on 90%, but the engineers have but died. Wait, am I still... Am I muted or what? No, I'm not. What are you people... Ugh. The future me is not muted, guys. I repeat, the future me is actually unmuted. And I was AFK for like only 45 seconds of the game, so come on, cut me some slack. I'm alone here. Because everyone else is on holiday. Like Yavi, Jagd, they're all doing other stuff. Meanwhile, the good casters are just here, playing the games, duking it out. So yeah, it seems like the early bomber was actually a really good one, considering it managed to go and kill off a lot of the expanding engineers for UD. There was like 1, 2 here, 2 here. Yep, he managed to kill 7 or maybe even 8 engineers, and that is actually a big payoff. For now, yet again, we're gonna go and see that the map is gonna get divided in a line like that, meaning that it is up to Tagada and Yuri to actually go and carry the game, as the carry slots are theirs. Meanwhile, SpikeyNoob together with Mr. Sladow are gonna be nothing but the cannon fodder. Their job is gonna be simple. Buckle up around this 2 choke points here for Mr. Sladow and make sure that UD cannot go and push in here. Meanwhile, Spikey is gonna be doing the same, making sure that he can take a hold of these positions here so that Tagada cannot actually go and push in. After all, you don't want the same thing that happened in the Psychonauts vs Depression Squad game to happen. That is, have random units actually managing to go and push like this around the hill to the back of your factories. After all, these maxes here are the maxes you're gonna be upgrading first. So they're gonna be going to the T2 and losing them would be horrible. It seems like there's gonna be a small... Yeah, God bless. And I hate this delay. I just hate it. But unfortunately, for the competitive integration, we have to actually stream with the delay. Otherwise, we would be open for all kinds of nasty manipulation. So yeah, a 2 to 3 minute delay is a must-have. Anyway, it seems like Mr. Sladow-Noob is gonna go and set up a single T1 PD here in this little creek, making sure that Yudi is actually not gonna be capable of pushing through here, which is great considering that the AC of Sladow is gonna be pushing here and actually gonna be duking it out with Yudi. And considering that Yudi doesn't have that many units in here, he might actually have to give up this little max, or maybe not. Sladow is gonna move his units to the top position. As we can see, Yudi was trying to go and make another run by happening here. But yeah, just like I said, the map have been cut in half. Okay, we can see Mr. Tagada nearly ready with his range upgrade. Right now he's gonna go and grab the second gun upgrade. This time is gonna be the one responsible for... how was it called? Yeah, the fire rate. Give me a second. Okay guys, I'm really sorry, but I have to go and make a quite urgent call, unfortunately, because my sister's phone just died and I have to go and call someone else, so yeah, really sorry for that. I'm gonna be back in like 1 minute. Okay, sorry games, I'm back, but it was really unfortunate. I had to go and call also not only my sister, but also police due to work. Because they were trying to go and call my sister regarding some animals that were left dead on the, how was it called, road. Considering she's a veterinarian, but she couldn't actually go and use her phone for some whatever reason, so I had to go grab mine and, well, make the calls. So really, sorry for not being here. Like, really, sorry yet again for that, but life just happens. Anyway, going back to the game, we can see that Mr. Tagada is actually doing really nice. He actually managed to go and push back the AC belonging to SpikeyNoob. But Spikey, with a few sniper bots, is gonna go and manage to go and make sure that the enemy Harbingers belonging to Tagada have to actually go and fall back, as Tagada will have to go and grab his own sniper bots. Not to mention the parashields, because sniper bots without parashields are nothing but a cannon fodder. On the other hand, we can see Mr. Sladow-Noob exchanging some fire versus the ACU belonging to Mr. Yudi. Although, it doesn't seem like any of them are actually gonna go and deal any kind of a damage, considering that both ACUs actually have the nano upgrades, not to mention the guns. So if they actually wanna go and deal any kind of lasting damage, an all-in will have to actually go and happen. And hopefully I am unmuted properly. Yes, I am unmuted, so yes. Once again, sorry guys. Just random stuff that happened, so I had to really go and deal with that first. Anyway, it seems like after acquiring a few sniper bots, Mr. SpikeyNoob is gonna be just fine in retaking some of the map control that he lost before. Meaning that Tagada will have to wait for his own reinforcements. Also, as cheeky drop as... oh... no. No. You just built a Percival. You just went and built a Percival. What are you doing? What are you thinking? You are behind times, old man. It's Titans times now. Not some rusty Percivals. Although considering that your opponent is actually playing UEF, I think it's not that bad of a choice, but still. If Yudi was a cunt, he would actually grab some sniper bots from Spikey to just basically outplay your Percivals without any kind of a chance for you to go and do anything useful with them. A beautiful overcharge from Sladow, managing to go and kill off the little shield. And here comes the Titan menace, as we can see them trying to go and push in, but unfortunately the Percival plus few Titans of Mr. Sladow are gonna be enough to go and make them reconsider this push happening. As more and more units are dying, we can also see some pillars from Mr. Sladow on the field. Back there in the background. Actually, the pillars are pushing for the enemy ACU. I'm not sure if this is the best idea, as I don't think they have enough DPS to actually go and finish off the UEF. Yes, I exactly said an animal on the road. Because as a veterinarian, she have to actually go and deal with stuff like that. As she's contracted by the government and everything, so... I meant exactly what I have said. But anyway, coming back to the little UEF shootout happening here, we can see Titans exchanging a lot of fire, as Mr. Sladow is gonna fire an overcharge shot which will nicely curve and finish off the enemy Titan. But now, it seems like it is time to actually go and fall back for Mr. Sladow. But the thing that is actually more interesting is that there are harbingers from Mr. Tagada running around the back of the base belonging to SpikeyNoob, and meaning that they can actually deal some good damage right here. An airfight is happening over the base belonging to Mr. Spikey. Although oh, a beautiful drop here by Mr. Tagada. Gonna make sure that they can actually go and grab this little plateau for himself. But on the other hand, Mr. Yudi is just not stopping. He's abusing the move speed of the Titans to just go and wreak havoc everywhere they go. Meaning that unfortunately for Sladow, the only thing he can do is try to bunker up here, as that is for now the only play he can do, considering he have way less units. Not to mention he's been building Percivals just a few seconds before, but oh boy, those Percivals are nasty. They managed to go and finish off 1, 2, 3 mexes. 3 T2 mexes just dead like that, because Spikey just wasn't capable of killing the raid in time, which is a shame. But yeah, we can see Mr. Tagada trying... Oh wait, no, that's not spiders. I mean snipers. That was actually Absolver shooting over the hill. But it is starting to look quite dicey, because Tagada is slowly but surely creeping with his sniper bot composition closer and closer to the base belonging to Mr. Yudi. And honestly, this little power storage here is a prime target to be dealt with. Meaning that the moment they go up in flames, Mr. Yudi is actually gonna be left alone without any kind of overcharge capability to go and deal with the units belonging to Sladow, although unfortunately it seems like Sladow is not gonna be capable of keeping Yudi in check, as we can see his forward fire base being under heavy Titan fire as the factories are going down in flames. There is some more Titans from Sladow trying to make a run by somewhere, although he decided not to go and do it. Oh, the sniper bot composition will actually have to go and fall back for Mr. Tagada. But Yudi is just not gonna say no. The Titan army is marching forward. The guerrilla tactics are working, I repeat, the guerrilla tactics are working. The nasty Titans are all over the place, going around mauling random stuff belonging to Mr. Sladow. As such, Sladow just can only do and try to react to the enemy movements. But never mind, it seems like Mr. Tagada is gonna go and move in with a few sniper bots on his own to go and reinforce the position belonging to Mr. Sladow. And considering that Yudi is playing UEF, it is actually quite a good counter, because not the Titans, nor even Percivals are gonna be capable of dealing with the enemy sniper bots. That is, unless you somehow manage to go and make a push in. SpikeyNoob making a push on the other flank, as we can see him pushing in with the Autumns, the T3 siege tanks, as they are trying to go and dodge the incoming fire from the enemy snipers and the Absolver. And yeah, Spikey is gonna actually go and retreat. A beautiful napalm drop on the enemy sniper bot. Yes, you deserve to burn in hell. You will burn. But anyway, let us go and fall back and take a look at the mass. Holy moly. I just said take a look at the mass income, but Tagada is actually earning a whooping 290 mass per second. How many T3 maxes is this? Or never mind, just how many T2 maxes is that, I guess. 24 T2 maxes. He's already nearly at 300 mass per second. Like, compared to Yudi, who's only on 190 mass, he's 100 mass ahead. And right now, this fight, I'm not sure who's gonna win it, because it's basically just two walls of Titans. Oh boy, a beautiful artillery shot just killed so many. So many Titans just have fallen down for Mr. Yudi. And it seems that the moment Tagada actually managed to go and... Oh, it was the overcharge shot from the ACU. But just look at all of this mass. Yudi is actually playing with fire here, to be honest. He is playing with fire, as the ACU belonging to Tagada is gonna go and fire overcharge against the enemy Percival, taking it down below to only 2k HP. There is some action happening also in the north, as Sladow is trying to go and use a few groups of little Titans to go and deal damage to the unprotected units and mexes belonging to Yudi. But this is looking really bad. Another bombing run happening as Mr. Tagada is gonna go and use his T1 bombers to go and try to finish off the enemy sniper bots. Oh boy, he just burned down to death and good riddance. We don't wanna see this stuff here. It is overpowered and annoying to play against. It seems like there's gonna be another pass happening as the bombers are gonna drop another payload. But a T3 shield generator is enough to go and protect them, at least for now. There's a single, or actually no, 2 interceptors trying to go and shut down the T1 bombers, which are unfortunately gonna go and drop one more payload. Some of it is gonna connect against the... Is it Barn? Barn! Barn and die! Oh well, it seems like it's gonna live for another day. But let's go back to what is happening in here, on the middle, because it seems like Yuri is actually losing his shield upgrade as the shield went down. But the nano upgrade means that there is still some HP left on it. Everyone is focusing fire on the AC in the middle. Haachamachama, 7 HP, 7 HP, 6000 HP, dropping to 500 to 5500 HP as the HP is dropping lower and lower, and Tagada and Sladow are just pushing in. They are not stopping, and it seems like, oh boy, Yuri is gonna explode as he just controlled K's. Or actually, maybe he just died to a bunch of titans. I have no clue what happened, but the ACU is out of the game. Meaning that it is now up to SpikeyNoob to go and play this out. But looking at the mass income, it seems like he's still way behind, because Tagada alone is actually pulling in 310 mass per second. Exactly the same as the wall base of SpikeyNoob. Meaning that the top team is actually 130 mass ahead per second. And that kind of an advantage is gonna amount really fast. It will add up, and soon enough there will be nothing to actually go and stop Mr. Tagada. We can see some restorers actually coming out as the T3 air finally hit the field. Also, Sladow with some Janus. Some good old Janus flying all over the field, dropping random bombs everywhere. And we can see SpikeyNoob is actually starting an Haachamachama. But Haachamachama alone is not gonna be enough as long as the T3 air is actually not under control. It will mean that, well, the Haachamachama might turn out to be nothing more but a machination. Also, I have even no clue what is the important stuff, because I don't even remember what I was saying 2 minutes ago. But yeah, it seems like SpikeyNoob is really on the back foot, as we can see random harbingers coming closer and closer. Of course I enjoy hate crimes against snipers. Who do you think I am? I mostly play Cybrand and UEF, and do you know how hard it is to go and deal with that bunch of sneaky, bricky just stuff that stays far away from you and try to snipe you down from far away? It's annoying as hell. But yeah, the restorers are gonna go and finish off any kinds of the maxes belonging to Mr. SpikeyNoob around the plateaus. The Haachamachama is nearly done. We can even see as Mr. SpikeyNoob is recycling all of the base that he can to grab the mass for the final showdown. Because we can see that he's losing even more and more map control. Oh, beautiful. Nothing like a smell of a napalm in the morning. As we can see the titans actually slowly but surely burning away in a beautiful fairy fashion. But let's go and take a look at what is happening on the middle, because it is actually getting quite dicey here, as the Haachamachama is already at 75% finished, but the restorers are here to actually go and deal some damage. The restorer AA is actually dealing damage to the unfinished Haachamachama. But it is actually a big problem, and it seems like, is he even aware that this is an Haachamachama? Okay, the Haachamachama have been spotted by the top team. As such, Team Squall is actually aware of the threat. Are they gonna start making ASF or not? Yes, we can see them starting to make some power, scaling up the energy so that they can actually go and keep on making as much ASF as they can, because ASF is the only thing that they can save them from this Ahwasa. This army here is... Okay, but what is the important stuff? I have no clue. Come on, guys. I'm here alone. I have no one to... Okay, never mind. The Ahwasa is already dropping the first bomb. It's gonna go and try to go after Mr. Sladow. The first bomb is gonna drop. Sladow shield is gonna go down to what is only the 1/3 of its HP. Right now, Mr. SpikeyNoob is gonna go and... No, no, no. You should have just dropped the bomb on... Oh. Control K of the Ahwasa. The bomb have been dropped. Tagada is gonna go and stay on full HP. Just fine below this shield. And GG is coming out from both teams, as it seems like SpikeyNoob is on his last legs, trying to go and protect the remnants of his base from the incoming onslaught of the Harbingers. GG. Well played to both teams, as Team Squall wins the first game. And back to the lobby simulator.